Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen zurück bei Noire, nachdem ich einen Cut gesetzt habe.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Okay.
Generally speaking, you aren't learning much.
Lipstick's too light for my complexion.
Hier?
Goddamn Bruins are having a season from hell.
I didn't come to California.
Kann ich da rein?
Secretary.
Nein, kann ich nicht.
Are
Da.
you drunk, mister? Or are you just
Was ist das
crap?
denn?
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
I could get discovered swanning around in those.
Manager da lang. Und warum bin ich da falsch reingegangen?
5-star goddamn wedding.
Manager, Staff. Ne, hier ist er nicht. Dann da rein. Da. Da ist eine Tür.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Okay. Was wissen Sie jetzt über Instahat Modell 70?
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich dir das glauben soll. Das ist das Problem. Ich zweifle es mal an.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Gibt es ein Boiler-Wartungsprotokoll?
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Gut, dann erzähl mir doch mal bitte, wer dieser Barley ist, der die letzte Boiler-Inspektion gemacht hat.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective?
Das sag
Maybe
ich
one
dir.
of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Das kann ich nur sagen. Von Wine. Da. Boiler von Barley. Gewartet.
What about Reginald Barley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Das ging aber schnell.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Wo ist denn dieser Barley?
One of these days.
Gar keiner.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
Sicher?
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Gut, wo ist das Telefon? Telefon? Wo ist es? Telefon?
There are three kinds of people. Those who can count and those who can't.
Ja, wo ist das Telefon denn? Oh, leg's wieder hin.
I swear.
Verbs,
this
leg's
town
wieder
is
hin.
straight
Ich
to
höre das
hell.
Telefon. Wo ist es? Da ist das Telefon.
She wants a
Das ging aber schnell, ohne zu wählen.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your
So.
employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Tja. Ne? Weißt du Bescheid. So. Gucken wir uns jetzt mal ein bisschen hier um. Da sind Spinde.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary. Was jetzt? Was mache ich jetzt? Was mache ich denn jetzt? Ah. Kann ich die Spinde untersuchen? Nein, geht offenbar nicht. I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Hä? Ja, überfragt. Hä? Achso, unterhalten.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
One of these days.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Okay,
Walter
Carlos,
Clemens.
roll my cigarette.
Was haben wir denn da Schönes? Was ist das denn hier? Gesetz und Autorität.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Nächster. Matthew Wine. Ebenfalls. Ein Flugblatt. Interessant.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Soll ich jetzt das ganze Kapitel ablesen, oder was? Ah.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Jetzt? Oh, was haben wir denn da? Eine Zange.
Probably nothing.
Sicher? Da könnte ja mal was damit gemacht haben. Cole. Original. Warway. Oh, eine Spirale.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with bugs.
Was sagt ihr das jetzt, Phelps?
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Ja. Warte mal. Kann ich das
Three
noch
birds.
untersuchen?
Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Das sage ich dir, Dickerchen.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people.
Oh, hört alle auf, über mich zu reden. Menschenskinder. Ja, ich habe einen Fehler gemacht. Na und? Dann fahren wir zum ersten Arbeitsplatz.
You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Wir nehmen als erstes. Ich glaube, wir nehmen diesen verdächtigen Barley. Besser. Los, fahr!
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, we say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Herschel. Dann ist wahrscheinlich ein Jude, oder? Glaube ich zumindest. Herschel heißt eigentlich alle Juden.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ah. Upsala. Das war ein Fehler.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ah. Verdammt.
Come on, Barley. You can't keep running forever.
Oh, habe ich die Waffe in der Hand. Oh, habe ich jetzt eine Waffe in der Hand? Muss ich nur schießen?
You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Kann ich ihn ins Bein schießen? Verdammt. Erstmal klingen bei dir schön brav die Handschellen.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer. Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Gehen wir mal zu Clemens Arbeitsplatz. Vielleicht macht der was mit. Vielleicht ist ja Clemens ja freundlicher zu uns gebildet. Nicht gebildet.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Haben Sie eine Verbindung zu Varley?
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Das ist jetzt wohl wirklich echt gelogen.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Haben Sie eine Anstellung bei Instahead?
You're licensed and work for Instaheat?
I contract for them. So what?
Er hat keine. Nee, er hat keine. Guckt euch mal das Gesicht an.
Instaheat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watch it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Was ist das denn? Haben Sie eine Verbindung zu Matthew Ryan?
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Das ist gelogen, denn wir haben in deinem Spind was gefunden.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Clemens Flugblatt haben wir nämlich. Das war nämlich auch in seinem Spind.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Na gut.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Ja, dieser Wein müssen wir noch hin. Mehr Leute gibt es ja nicht, wo wir hin können.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said... Those are GI's backyards and crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
It's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move it! I'll take out the van.
Ah, verdammt.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of their way.
Only if they hear us coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
I need to be closer, Phelps.
Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing.
Geschafft.
Put your hands in the air.
Put your hands in the
Why did
air.
you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Oh Gott, haut einfach mal ab, ey. Warum hauen alle Leute ab?
We have 3 suspects. As much as
You're
I like
behind the
to be
wheel.
Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Ja, bla bla bla. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Das Wilshire Rivier.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Gut, wohin gehen wir als erstes? Wer sitzt hier?
The heck?
Wer sitzt hier? Wer ist das? Das ist Ryan. Gott sei Dank haben die Namensschilder drauf.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
Where's Baby? If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Warum haben sie dieses anarchistische Literaturzeug in ihrem Spind?
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Das ist sowas von gelogen, du kleine Bitch. Denn wir haben Ryans Flugblätter gefunden.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Was weißt du über das Insta-Head-Modell 70?
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Das ist gelogen. Mr. Weisek hat uns dieses Ding gezeigt.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Ja, kann ich das sagen. Wo ist das? Wo ist das? Aussage von Ivan Weisek.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Was hast du für Verbindung zur Suburban Wohnbauförderung?
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Ich habe zwar keine Beweise dafür, aber ich zweifle es mal an.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Sie haben ja eine ganz schöne große Vorstrafe. Sie sind ja bereits bei uns Polizei bekannt.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Das ist gelogen.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
Hallo, wir sind die Polizei. Wir haben logischerweise Akten über dich, du Vollihorst.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Interessant. Ich verlasse das Verhör oder verdächtigen wir ihn? Wir verlassen das Verhör.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Knucklehead? Dieses Wort gefällt mir, Knucklehead. Knucklehead, oh ey. Knucklehead.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Mal gucken, was er zu sagen hat.
I gave his wife a cat. I said all sparing.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Erzähl mir bitte was über die Arbeit am Sawyer-Haus.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Ah, schade, dass du lügst, denn wir haben Beweise von dir gefunden, dass du den Boiler gewartet hast.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Aha. So, wo steht das denn? Boiler von Varley gewartet.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Was weißt du über diese Wohnbauförderung?
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Schade, du lügst ja schon wieder, du kleine Bitch. Denn immerhin hat Matthew dich gerade verraten.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Aussage von Matthew Ryan.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Was weißt du über das Insta-Head-Modell Nummer 70?
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Das ist eine Lüge. Wir haben die Moskitospiralen gefunden.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Moskitospiralen haben wir gefunden in deinem Fach.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Einen Verdächtigen beschuldigen. Na super. Wen ich jetzt beschuldige, weiß ich natürlich nicht. Interviewraum 1. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ist er oder der andere? Ich weiß es ehrlich gesagt nicht. Wer ist der Schuldige? Ich bin gerade echt am Überlegen. Einer Meine
Olive
Mac
oil comes from olives.
und du
I want to
bist
make homicide.
weg.
I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
I know that face.
Und du bist weg, das passt ja super gut.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Tja, Pech gehabt. Ich habe gewonnen. Wieder einmal. The Gas Man. 16 von 16 Hinweisen. Juhu. Fall abgeschlossen. Matthew Ryan wird mit 4 Mordanklagen am Hals vor das Schwurgericht treten. Das wird er wohl.